Okay, at this time, we are going to start our meeting. Let me get up the meeting notes and then we'll be good to start. Okay, my name is Preston Jones, the owner of Final Whistle Sports TV. Today's date is Wednesday, April 15th at 7:01 p.m. At this time, we're going to do introductions. Again, I'm Preston from Final Whistle Sports. Jack, can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Jack. I'm a commentator at FinalWhistle Sports.
And our other board member, our third one, Cameron Brote, will not be able to make it tonight due to a upcoming theater performance. So he is practicing, so he will not be able to make it tonight. Okay, at this time, we're going to move forward. Can I have a second?
Second.
All right, previous meeting minutes have been made available on the 610 Studios YouTube channel. They were posted to the Instagram story and Facebook story as well. Can I have an approval to move forward?
Approval.
I approve as well. All right, current oh yeah, current addressing what am I saying here? Addressing member strikes. Currently no members have any strikes in the company, and currently there are no pending member leave of absences, so we're all good for that. At this time we are going to skip past the executives meeting breakout room, Jack, unless you suggest we do it, or can we move forward?
I suggest not.
All right, we will move forward at this time. No approval needed. Old business, nothing to address there. And the new business, we will start with our agenda. Agenda item number 1 for tonight is soccer games hosted by us. This is on the third trimester now. And I, at this time, have not moved forward with anything regarding that. I've not made any special plans or anything for it. So I really don't think that we're going to have time to be able to even put something together and orchestrate something like that. So I'd rather just not do it at all instead of host an event or host a games that don't go well. So at this time, I'm going to ask that we throw this out for now. And we just decline it off of the current agenda. Is that okay with you, Jack, or is this something that we should revisit?
Sounds good to me.
Which one would you like?
Whatever you said,
All right.
it's good to can it.
All right, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, the second thing is getting our social medias verified. I still have yet to receive a sponsorship money from one of our sponsoring companies, so we don't have the full funds to be able to start a verified social media, but we're still good with paying the fee to get that check mark and get our social medias verified. You're still all right with that, Jack?
Yep.
All right, and I'm cool with that too. So we will hopefully next meeting that we have, we will be verified. That would be great. Fiverr for posting our services and trying to get work. I have not done that either, so I'm going to request we roll that over to the next meeting. Can I have an approval on that?
Approval.
Perfect. Final Whistle Sports TV Hall of Fame. At this time on the website, it is currently open for uh, people to request themselves or submit a request for somebody else to be in the Hall of Fame. Um, I will give a brief overview of what that is. So the Final Whistle Sports City Hall of Fame honors the athletes, coaches, teams, and individuals who have made a lasting impact on the community through dedication, talent, leadership, and unforgettable performances. These individuals have helped create experiences and impacts on the community they proudly represent. The Hall of Fame of Final Whistle Sports TV celebrates excellence in sports, commitment to the community, and the passion that drives athletes and organizations to compete at the highest level they can. Inductees will represent the very best of competitions, leagues, and events that they have been showcased through Final Whistle Sports TV. Eligibility. Um, the nominee must have been featured in covered events broadcasted or covered by Final Whistle Sports TV. Athletes must have demonstrated outstanding performance, leaderships, and sportsmanship in their sport. Coaches, organizers, and contributors must have made a significant contribution to the development of success of teams, leagues, or events. Individuals may be nominated by the public, organizations, teams, and the Final Whistle Sports TV Selection Committee. The Final Whistle Sports TV Collection Committee, or Selection Committee, sorry, is the Final Whistle Sports TV Board of Supervisors. Nominees must respect the values of integrity, dedication, and excellence in the sports. Our categories of introduction are athletes, teams, coaches slash managers, contributors, and special recognition for somebody. The selection process will be reviewed by the Final Whistle Sports TV. I'm sorry, people who advance through the selection process will all be reviewed by the Final Whistle Sports TV selection committee, and they will be evaluated based on athletic achievements and championships, impacts on their team, league, and community, leadership and sportsmanship, historical significance of their accomplishments, and contributing to the legacy of events covered by Final Whistle Sports TV. Final selections will be announced annually through Final Whistle Sports TV platforms, so our social medias. Inductees will officially recognized during the Final Whistle Sports TV Hall of Fame ceremony. Honorees will receive recognition across Final Whistle Sports TV platforms, including social media, broadcasts, and the Hall of Fame listing on the Final Whistle Sports TV website. Each inductee will become a permanent part of the Final Whistle Sports TV legacy, representing the excellence of spirit of the games we proudly cover. So that is the Final Whistle Sports TV Hall of Fame. There is a current Google form on our website that anyone can visit that asks for the name of the nominee, category of nomination, an image of the athlete, so we can add their image to the website, years active / years involved, achievements of contributions and description of achievements, connection with Final Whistle Sports TV, additional supporting information, nominator information, the person who is nominating the person, relationship to nominee, the email address, phone number of the person who is nominating, and the important notes that submission of a nomination does not guarantee induction to the Hall of Fame. The Final Whistle Sports TV selection committee will review all nominations, and inductees will be announced through Final Whistle Sports TV platforms. So that is the Final Whistle Sports TV Hall of Fame, and we are proud to be bringing it to the community through the Final Whistle Sports TV Supervisor Committee. Next item on our agenda here is going to be item number 5, top 5 plays of the week. This is now the second trimester for this agenda item. So basically, we're compiling, or people are sending in their plays of the week, and we are putting them together and ordering them 1 through 5. I think I deferred this one over to you, Jack, last time. Do we want to move forward with that, or just can that as well if it's going to be a lot of work if we're pretty busy?
Yeah, I'd say we just can it.
Okay, perfect. All right. I'm just going to make a note here. The next thing we're going to address, item number 6, there you go, is Craigbot issues. So the Craigbot is the person is the AI that we use to be able to record now our um, calls when we do commentating from home from previously recorded basically football games. CraigBot has had a number of issues because I might have not set it up fully the right way. So I'm going to request at this time that we have a specific team meeting that will take about 10 minutes, and we just test out the bot and make sure it works for when we have to start doing football games. If approved, we will set a time for a virtual meeting for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we will make sure no issues arise when going to use the application. Jack, could I have an approval on that?
Approved.
All right, perfect. So I will communicate that via uh, our messaging, and I'll message when everybody's available, and we'll get something set up. Item number 7 is allocating a sponsor for tickets. A game day sponsor is something that we're going to be looking for this upcoming fall season. So the main thing is Final Whistle Sports TV does not typically get free access to football games, whether that be PIAA, anything. So a sponsor would be able to take those costs off of us, off of ourselves or the business, and we would have our game day sponsor be shouted out on social media for whatever game we're at. I think it's something good that would be a good recognition for a business to be able to support us for being at the games, and everything like that. So, with that being said, Jack, would you approve of finding a game day sponsor?
Approved.
Perfect. So, yeah, I'll start working on that eventually, and we will get a sponsor to hopefully be our game day sponsor. That would be great. Number 8 is travel fees and everything to do with that. So, if anybody isn't familiar, which I'm sure you are, is gas prices are currently through the roof, um, due to some events that are currently happening around the world. If you don't know what's going on, you should probably check that out because it does not only affect the economy, it affects everything else because oil is a very uh, needed resource. So it doesn't just affect the economy, but the um, prices of gas have increased, which means the prices to have us travel to events have increased as well. So, with that being said, as gas prices are currently slowly lowering, I'm not expecting a full uh, lowering of the prices. So, I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to start off by lowering our events that we're going to go to that are strictly for us because we're not getting any compensation out of those events anyway. So I think if we limit those, we can save price and money on traveling in that way. And then also, if we do need to travel over a certain amount of mileage, we will charge a travel fee as well. And we will calculate that by taking the MPG from the vehicle and calculating that out to how many miles, and then that would be the price of travel forward and backward, front and back to the event. Are we in approval of that, Jack? And starting off slow, and then if we need to start making further changes, if prices rise again, or if prices stay where they're at right now, we move forward with that.
I approve your leadership on this topic.
Thank you, appreciate it. It's gonna keep us safe on some money, that's for sure, because I've noticed it has been getting expensive just from traveling to 30 minutes away. It adds up. So we want to make sure. And the other thing with that is we don't we charge what I think is fair for our services. And you know it's fair for us for our time to work, but our travel time, also counts in, and that costs money to travel. So, yeah, if that's cutting into our budget a severe amount, we need to, or if our profit, I should say, if that's cutting into our profit a large amount, we need to make sure we're restraining at some point and making sure we keep our margins up. So, number 9 on our agenda is going to be CA uniform turn in. Charlie Anthony is currently out on a leave of absence that has been approved at a previous meeting. And he is not sure at this time when he'll be back. So with that being said, I would like to approve to hold on to get his uniform possibly from him and just hold on to it. Um, just in case for the factor that he would not come back, just so we have the uniform. Um, and then once he's back to running events and stuff, he can obviously get that back and get any other equipment back that he needs. So I will orchestrate that somehow if approved, or if it's something that you don't think we should really worry about, let me know. Jack, can I have your approval on that?
Approved.
All right. So yeah, I'll reach out to him and make sure I can make something happen like that, and then we'll be good. Other than that, there's nothing else that is on the agenda after item number 9. At this time, we are going to move to public comment. I'm going to first. Can I have a second approval to move to public comment?
Approved.
Okay, at this time, we have entered public comment. Anyone who would like to make a comment can speak at this time. Jack, do you have any comment you would like to make at all?
No comments tonight.
All right. At this time, I am going to request to adjourn the meeting. Can I have sorry there. Cut out a little bit. At this time, I am going to request to adjourn the meeting. Can I have a second to adjourn?
Second.
All right, we want to thank everybody for coming out today to this board meeting. We have 3 people on the 484-275-0477 line. We thank you for coming out and listening to our board meeting, and we appreciate it. So have a good rest of April. And yeah, that would be the end of today's meeting. The meeting has been adjourned. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.